Welcome to the Intuitive Hour with psychic medium, author, and intuitive life coach, Michelle Beltran. The Intuitive Hour will empower you to learn how to magnify your intuitive voice. Listen in and expand your understanding of what it means to be psychic and how to awaken, amplify, and trust your inner voice.
Do you live in fear of the unknown? Does a lack of certainty about what's to come leave you feeling anxious and vulnerable? If so, you're not alone. Welcome, everyone. This is the Intuitive Hour. I'm delighted you are here with me today. We're talking about the importance of your psychic development for absolute success, and how psychic development can help you see things clearer and succeed in life. We'll talk about the importance of developing your abilities, and at the end of this episode, I'm going to share with you what I do, the specific things I do to keep my third eye open, to listen to these higher calling messages. All right, so continuing on, I asked if you lived in fear of the unknown, worrying about the future. Well, in fact, some believe that this deep fear of uncertainty is wired into the human brain. Our mind is always seeking ways to best prepare us for what's around the corner. And uncertainty disrupts its ability to do so. Psychic development may not give you all the answers right away, but it can make a big difference in your life's success, from helping you to tap into your psychic intuition to strengthening your sense of self. Self-actualization, we call it. Psychic development may be the key to unlocking an inner state of peace. Let's talk a little bit about trusting your intuition. Uncertainty can only get the better of you when you don't trust yourself to react to life's challenges in an intentional way that serves your life's purpose. Maybe you have a tendency to ignore those gut feelings, telling you what to stay away from, or you should stop yourself from going after the things you really want. This is an issue of not trusting your intuition. That gut sense, by the way, that's called claircognizance. It's rooted in your seventh chakra. I talk all about that at length here at the Intuitive Hour. So please do revisit that episode on claircognizance. Psychic development teaches you how to get in closer contact with your own intuitive abilities. You learn how to tell the difference between your true intuition and the distractions or coping mechanisms that you've been relying on so far in your life. When you can trust your intuition, you can face uncertainty without the fear of making a mistake. So, I'll add here, recently I had a question. Someone asked, well, how to trust their intuition and how to know the difference between a psychic message and just thought. Great question. I also talk about that here at the Intuitive Hour. It's the episode, How to Tell the Difference Between a Thought and a Psychic Message. I highly encourage you to revisit that episode. All right, deepening your spirituality. Let's talk about that. If you felt lost lately, or at any time in the past, it's likely you've lost your sense of spirituality. You've disengaged from that. It's still there. It's just buried. Spirituality and its development is an ongoing process. Sometimes, when we've lost this connection of spirituality, it manifests in questioning our reason for our existence. Why this is happening to us. If there was a God, why would this happen? You can't seem to feel connected to the higher power that is meant to walk with you, alongside you in this lifetime. As you learn to unlock and embrace your psychic abilities, you'll start to reopen your heart and mind to the support offered to you by the universe. With time, you may learn to transcend the barriers that keep you from connecting with loved ones who exist on a spiritual plane. When your sense of spirituality is strong, it's much easier to stay on your path. So revisit your spirituality and how you create that in your life. Does it include meditation, yoga, healthy nutrition, essential oils, walks in nature, visiting with your family, speaking your mind with grace and love and care, doing the things that make you grin ear to ear, intuitive development? It's likely a number of things to keep you on this path. Be thinking about that. All right, making sense of your dreams. Some scientists believe that dreaming is your brain's way of filtering out sensory input that isn't useful while cementing memories that are. This is because your brain is receiving guidance from your subconscious mind, where so much of your psychic abilities are stored. Though filtering out unneeded information is crucial, it's those elements that your conscious mind remembers that can help you to create a successful and fulfilling life. So during the process of psychic development, you can learn to harness the data and information your subconscious is communicating to you. And you do that in sleep. Hence the power of your dreams and making sense of them. Also, I have talked at length at the Intuitive Hour about your dreams, how to interpret them, how to use them, how to know you're having the dream telling you about the future. We call that a prophetic dream. Once again, do revisit those very powerful episodes. By tuning into your dreams, everyone, you can get a clear sense of your deepest desires and what your spiritual guides have in store for you. Your dreams are here to support you. It is the easiest way to receive higher calling psychic information. Trust that. Tune into it. Begin journaling your dreams and listening to them. And by the way, your daydreams are just as powerful. Yet again, an episode here at the Intuitive Hour on that very thing. So this all empowers you, your dreams, to make more intentional decisions in your waking life so that you can meet your truest potential. Finding your soul's calling. Well, don't we all just want to do that? I cannot tell you how many clients I've worked with over the years who don't know what this is. They haven't found that soul's calling. They're spinning their wheels. Nothing makes us feel more uncertain than the sense of not knowing why we've been put on this earth. The world we live in today is more fast-paced than ever, and it's easy to get lost in distractions. It's unsurprising how many people today can't seem to unlock their soul's calling. Perhaps one of the most important functions of psychic development is opening the door between your conscious mind and your life's higher purpose. By learning to listen to your intuition, interpret your dreams, and tune in to the universe around you, your soul's calling will become powerfully present to you. Never again will you have to wonder why you're here or what you're meant to do. All right, becoming a source of healing. So a successful life doesn't stop and start with your own personal accomplishments. This very topic came up as well just a few days ago when a client mentioned the importance of their work helping others, the decisions they're making in life, helping others, a very, very common comment many say. And I love it. I love to hear it. We are social beings who thrive on our connections with others. If you're feeling out of touch with yourself, it's possible that you've also created barriers in your most meaningful relationships. Think about that for a moment. By becoming psychically in tune with yourself, you can begin to reflect that certainty and fulfillment and passion back onto others. You may find that you can use your psychic abilities to generate healing in the people around you. You'll also begin to attract others who are committed to their own soul's calling and deepen the connections you have on this plane. And the last consideration I want to talk about regarding the importance of psychic development and the many ways it actually helps you in life beyond just being psychic, which is amazing, which causes my jaw to drop over and over again all these many years later. But indeed, it is beyond just about being psychic. As I mentioned earlier, it's about self-actualization, and all these things I'm mentioning today speak to that. So the final topic on this, experiencing inner peace. There are many ways to define success, and we often witness people who are successful by many standards, but that don't know inner peace. This is because their desire for power or financial success, or whatever it may be, has taken over their soul's calling, leaving them with an empty feeling despite seeming to have everything. To live a truly successful life, you must start with your own sense of fulfillment. If you're at peace and fulfilled, no matter what your external circumstances are, you'll be successful for the rest of your life, day in and day out. Psychic development can provide you with the answers you need to feel peace, while also opening doors to abundance in all forms. All right, everyone, moving on to the second part of our episode today, I want to share with you several quick tips that I do to keep my third eye open, to be able to receive messages, whether I'm in a session or I'm going about my day, to help me listen and hear what's coming in from the universe to guide me. First, listen to delta wave, hemisync music. This has also been called binaural beats. Binaural beat is an illusion created by the brain when you listen to two tones with slightly different frequencies at the same time. This delta wave music includes these two different frequencies, and it opens up the deeper subconscious so that you can receive messages. Your brain interprets the two tones as a beat of its own. The two align with your brain waves to produce a beat with a different frequency. Just some science behind it. When you're listening to binaural beat, delta wave music, your brain activity functions higher. You can think of it like that. It matches the frequency set by the frequency of the beat. This is called frequency following effect. And this means you can use binaural beats, again also known as delta wave music or hemisync music, to entrain your mind to reach a certain mental state, a high mental state, allowing you to receive psychic information. I recommend the Monroe Institute for hemisync music, but do your own research and find music that works for you. Number 2, third eye Buddha tea. Believe it or not, there are foods and teas and essential oils that can enhance our psychic ability. Number 3, I've learned that particularly before a session or a remote viewing session, playing the piano is helpful. I stumbled across this a few years back, and it's a little psychic secret for me. But in piano playing, I lose myself. I'm in pure right brain. As any singer or artist or author are in as they're involved in their activity, it's easy for the left brain to quiet as you just play and are present and enjoying. It's a very right brain activity. I notice great accuracy, and I notice an ability to keep my mind open and be able to receive information at all times. So consider writing, drawing, playing an instrument, dancing, where you're in that right brain activity. Add that in your day as part of your spiritual path. Of course, meditation is so powerful. It is trite, but so true. Meditating for just 5 minutes a day, quieting your mind, focusing on nothing, just letting your mind be empty, is very powerful. That's the moment at which you can receive higher information, when there's no thought. Most of us don't do this enough because we're constantly thinking. The brain is wired to think. So be sure to take some time to meditate. Number 5. All right, purge your left brain. Another nugget, psychic secret. As you embark upon any higher level work, take out a piece of paper, write "Purge Left Brain" on the top, and begin purging everything on your mind. Work, family, friends, errands, the appointment tomorrow, dinner that you're wanting to make later tonight, the trip you're taking soon and have to pack for, whatever it is. Ego, worrying about the best performance in this thing you're about to do. What others think. Whatever it is, write it out and say it out loud. As you do so, you're acknowledging it. These are actually important things, even though they are left brain, but they're also distractions. So by writing them out and saying them out loud, we acknowledge them. And we make an agreement with our left brain that we will come back to all of that when we're done with this next thing of importance that we're wanting to do, where we need higher order, higher calling information to come in clearly. I do this before a psychic session, medium session, remote viewing session, anywhere that I need to be very present and clear. Number 6. This is an important one. All right. Close your eyes and listen. Beautiful, isn't it? Tincture bells. If that doesn't get you present, I don't know what will. I love these and I highly recommend them from time to time, particularly before a meditation. Listen to them. And when you do so, the key is to feel the vibration. Feel the vibration particularly into your third eye. You might try tuning forks. There are various kinds of bells out there. I like to use these from time to time to center and balance, and I find them very powerful, and you might as well. Moving on, essential oils. I mentioned those earlier. Sandalwood is very, very powerful to open your third eye. You might do some research on essential oils for third eye chakra opening. There are quite a number out there. Lavender, I highly recommend. It's well known for its ability to calm the mind. It also helps to alleviate anxiety and bring our emotions into balance. Cypress essential oil can help us trust our path in life when our third eye chakra is blocked or we feel stuck. It works to encourage feelings of strength and self-confidence. I recommend those 3, but do your research and consider adding in essential oils. For your physical body, everyone, yoga or dance. Yoga in particular has poses that actually do enhance the third eye, the downward dog especially. Consider adding yoga or dance into your spiritual path, if you will, that I mentioned earlier. Remember to get your feet, your bare feet in the earth and dirt from time to time as a grounding means. And speaking of grounding, this is a great time to also refer you to the episode here at the Intuitive Hour on how to ground. If you're not familiar with that, please revisit that episode. 2 more tips I want to mention to you today on this topic. Alkaline foods. I make a habit of adding them into my diet. Alkaline forming foods are fruits, unsweetened juices, non-starchy vegetables, almond milk, soda water, soy foods, coconut oil. The list does go on. We do want to add those in, fresh fruits and veggies. There is actually research out there that tells us that alkaline foods and a healthy diet help us detox the pineal gland, the seat of our third eye. Once again, a very helpful episode here at the Intuitive Hour, specifically on the pineal gland and how to decalcify it. Be sure to revisit that. And last today, everyone, some tips that I use to keep this third eye open and receive that accurate information when I need it, whether it's before a session or out about in my day. I work with a reading screen. It's a screen that I have, a mental image of a screen that I have, that I access, that I use for information to present to me. A reading screen can help you work with your subconscious to receive information. When you have a place where you can tell your subconscious, here's where I'd like you to show me what I need to know, then it's easier to receive that. Some of you have been working with the reading screen. I teach this in psychic development. You can use this tool actually anytime. If you're having an issue receiving information, then of course create this reading screen. It can be an imaginary chalkboard, computer screen, TV screen, whatever you like to make it. But that's where everything goes. And if for some reason images aren't coming, here's a little trick. Imagine a beautiful, giant pink tidal wave. Give it a color, any color, and imagine the image that's coming to you on that tidal wave being delivered. All right, everyone. This has been a fun episode to create. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate any questions or comments or suggestions on new episodes at mbeltran@michellebeltran.com. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I look forward to meeting with you all next Friday.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Intuitive Hour, please consider following, rating, and reviewing the podcast at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. You're welcome to access Michelle's free controlled remote viewing exercise that will empower you to uncover answers to your burning questions about lost objects, events, or people in the past, present, or future. Visit michellebeltran.com to access this free offering and rediscover what was once lost.